for over 14 years, 4 beautiful babies. I have 4 properties, continue to do well in my sales career. So growing up in Virginia, I grew up really poor. My dad was a pastor. Mom stayed home with the kids. There were definitely times where we had power cut off or water cut off. We didn't have money to buy things at store. I remember my dad specifically telling me that, we can't afford boxed cereal. We can only buy what's in the bag because, we don't have money to waste on having it look better. It's the same cereal. Later when I was 10 years old, my dad joined the military, and so he went overseas a few times. Things started to improve a little bit in my life. Even then, I remember a specific story. We were at a church event, and there was a kid that had a new Game Boy, and everyone was so excited. It was a Game Boy SP, if you remember that, where it'd flip open and close. Whatever could flip open was like a cool thing. I would love to have something like that. It'd be so cool. He looked at me and told me, like, oh, well, you're a poor kid. You'll never own something like this. It's things like that in my childhood that kind of stuck with me to always strive for more. I didn't start off great. I worked food service jobs. I worked at Panera Bread. I worked at KFC. I worked at Qdoba. I worked all the regular food service, fast food kind of jobs when I started. I think what really drove me to want more out of life was I got so sick of every time I go out to eat, I would have to look at the $20 price tag or whatever the menu was and be like, this is an hour of my labor to buy this. I just realized the trajectory of my life, I would never be able to support a family or be able to travel or do anything working these types of jobs, getting paid hourly. So that's what's got me into commission-based sales. Sales is not a fun job by any means. It's a lot of hours and a lot of hard work. The first thing I sold was TVs at Sears. Sears is out of business now. Back in the day, you could sell a TV and you could make $100, which to me, $100 was more than a whole day's work. If I could sell 2 TVs, I was on top of the moon. My first real taste of commission, and I felt like the saying, get paid what you're worth. I thought that was the best path to start building wealth. Now, I didn't know anything about investing. I didn't know anything about real estate. I didn't know really anything about money in general, other than I was just so happy I finally found a way to make more than minimum wage. That's kind of how it started for me. I met my high school sweetheart. We were 15 years old. We were each other's first kisses. We're still together now. If you're watching this and you're young and you're in love, people are telling you you're just infatuated, you don't know what love is, and they're bringing you down. Everybody that I knew, all my coworkers, all my family, all my friends, my parents didn't even come to my own wedding, did not believe that I was in love with my wife or my girlfriend then, my wife now. We have 4 beautiful children. I'm very successful in my career. I'm here now posting content to help other people achieve their happiness and achieve their goals in life. For me, I don't care about getting more awards, just making more money. I want to make a difference in the world. I wish that someone had helped me learn about finance, investing, helping me get into a better paying job. Having someone there, I feel like I was very alone. Everybody kind of against me. I remember when I first talked about real estate on selling houses, everybody shot me down saying that no one's successful and you can't do that. And it delayed things because I could have been in real estate when I was 18 years old instead of working in food service. Where I'm at today, I want to do goals with people, teach them about finance, teach them about investing, help them get started in life to achieve all the goals they have set forth for themselves. That's what I'm so excited to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, turn on notifications. I can't wait to help you achieve everything that you've ever wanted to do in life.